This is a fun little sensory activity that is also edible. It will work on fine motor skills, language as you talk about what you're using and what you're doing, um, taking turns, playing with another person, so that's socialization, um, trying new foods maybe if they haven't tried some of these things, um, lots of different things. So here's what I wanted to do. So we're going to create a little farmyard um, using food. And one of the things because I have my little fences, I'm going to create little boundaries. So I'm just going to put these in different spaces to create different areas for my animals. I have another one that stands up, so I'm just going to leave this one on here. So I'm trying to create different areas with the different things. I also have some pull and peel here, mini ones. So I could use those as boundaries because they're edible too. Or you could use, I didn't have any today, but if you have string cheese, a lot of our kids like string cheese. So if you have string cheese, you can use those as a boundary because like this is just as clean as a cookie sheet. Um, and you can break it apart if you want to make different boundary areas. So you can pull it apart. Have your kids try to pull it apart. It's great fine motor work for them. And then you can create other areas like little, can't even think of the word right now, but just little sections for the animals to have their own little pastures, I guess, or something to that effect. Um, then what you can do with it is after you do that, you can get different foods to create like little separate areas for the animals. So I have here some Fruity Pebbles. So I'm going to pour some Fruity Pebbles in here. Oops, my fences fell down. I'm going to pour some Fruity Pebbles here in the front. So you can see you can just pour some of those in there. And this is something you can have your child help if you think they'll help you play with it or if they're just going to try and eat as you're setting it up. But it'd be great for them to help you pour. Maybe put it in little cups and have them pour it in you pour it into the cups first. So they work on that fine motor of pouring, which is really great for later writing. So that would be good. I also have here some Apple Jacks. So I'm going to pour some Apple Jacks in here. Make another little pen for the animals. Got some Fruit Loops. Put some Fruit Loops in here. I'm going to open this granola up. The granola is great because it's like crumbled up like dirt or maybe feed for animals. So we're going to put some of that in here. Some granola. Again, things that your kids can eat, which makes it more fun. And the pull and peel, if you're okay with it, maybe the longer pull and peel is good for your kids to bite on. It's good oral motor to bite down on that. I've got some mini saltine crackers. Put some of those in there to create another area for the kid or the animals to go in. So, like I said, you can put anything you have at home into here and just spread it out into different areas to create different places for the kids. And then the last thing I'm going to put in here, and some of you might not feel as comfortable about this, but these are fine egg noodles. And they're really small, so it's not really a choking hazard. You can put some of those in there to look like hay. Those are broken up really small ones. So that's a great thing to use too. And then you can get your animals and put animals in. And like I said, I don't have a lot of animals here, but I have some chickens. So maybe we can put some chickens. We'll put our chickens inside here. And I've got a goat. We can put our goat in with the crackers. There's a little chicken, a little foam chicken, another chicken I have. We'll put them in with our chickens. And then I have a cow. Maybe we'll put the cow in with the Fruit Loops. Again, so they're just plain in here, putting to eat with the animals. I found a little cookie cutter pig. We'll put our pig in with our granola. Have them play in there. What else do I have? I can find them. I don't know if I have any horses in here. I've got my sheep. I'll put my sheep in the hay. There's my sheep hanging out in the hay. The cookie cutters don't stand up as well, but they can lay in there too. It doesn't matter. It's all just about trying different things, playing with it. Let's see what else I have. Cow. I don't have any horses, but of course, if you don't have any play animals of any sort, if you have puzzle pieces that are a farm, like if you have a farm puzzle, I didn't have those either because those are all at school. So you could put the puzzle pieces can go in here and be pretend animals too, and you can just move them around like, oh, I'm gonna go visit my friend the goat. Hi, Mr. Goat. So teaching them pretend play, but this definitely is an activity you want to do at the table probably, or put a picnic or either a blanket or a plastic tablecloth under it so you can scoop it off, throw it away of whatever mess is left after the end. But also do it as a way to have snack. Maybe if you have more than one child at home that can do this, have them play together with it so they can both pretend to interact with each other. And then also, oh, let's eat with the animals. I'm gonna try one. Oh, Mr. P wants to try one. So encouraging them to try the different foods that are in here. And then another thing you can do with it is if you're using, if you use pull and peel, or if you pull your string cheese apart so it's littler pieces. String cheese might be a little harder because they're not as strong as this. But you can try to string them. So you can do some fine motor work and have them string and put them on. The round ones can go on top, so you can do your Fruit Loops if you have any, or Cheerios if you have Cheerios, and you can just string some on. And your kids might need help since licorice is a little bit flexible, but you can hold on to it and help them just kind of practice stringing those on there. You can also use if you have dum-dums at your house or some kind of suckers that you let your kids have, keep the wrapper on, although I know it'll be hard with the kids, but first we're going to put these on it, and when these are all filled up, then we can have our sucker. Maybe you do that with it and try to string some things on top of there. You might even use it if your child's ready to talk about shapes. Talk about the different shapes of food. Oh, these are circles. I can look through the circle. I see you. I see chickens. Play a game like that where you can pretend to look through them and see each other or see the animals on the farm. Talk about the shapes again. Oh, I see a square. You can even break things up. So use some fine motor skills to kind of break things in pieces. Even the hay. Grab some of the fine egg noodles and break them into pieces. So you're using that fine motor, using bilateral with both hands together, which is great for you to learn how to write. Because when we're writing, a lot of times we're holding the paper at the same time we're doing our writing. So that's really good too. And like I said, just playing in it. Smash, smash, smash. Uh-oh. Here comes Mr. Piggy. Smush, smush, smush. He's playing in here. Mess, mess, mess. The other thing you can do if you don't want to use food is you can get some real things as long as you're sure your child's not going to eat it. So some grass, if you can find some hay or something that looks like that. You can throw corn in there, corn kernels in there. Definitely you're going to want to be with your child when you do that. Throw beans in there. Other kind of things that you can play in that make noise and stuff like that. You can even create mud if you want. Depending on if you had a divided tray, you could put like chocolate pudding in one of them if you want to do it edible, or if you're going to do it outside, have them create some mud and have it in one of the sections for the pigs to play in. Really just letting your child kind of explore everything. And yes, by the end of it, it might just be one big mix of the stuff, which is fine. You just created a great trail mix. So then your child can eat on it, snack on it. So as long as you start out with clean hands, there's no reason to throw it away. It'd be a great snack for later if they don't eat it during. So try it out, try some different things with it. Encourage those fine motor skills, stringing things on if you have things that have holes in it. Even trying different kinds of pasta. If you want to put different kinds of pasta with holes in it and things like that, you can string on. And if you think of any other great ideas of things that are edible that you can string, you could even make, if you're really good at cutting, you can make really fine carrot sticks or celery sticks and string onto those. Or anything else you could think of that you can string on, which would be great for the kids to work on their fine motor skills. But I really encourage the playing. Being creative, showing your kids different things they can do that they won't think of yet, but that you can expand their play to a higher level so they can work on that. And bringing their animals into it. And one of the things I didn't mention in the story either is stuffed animals. If you have stuffed animals, bean bags, whatever animals, use those if you don't have toy ones. Excuse me. Just have that creative play going on all the time. All right, so that's the end of our sensory fine motor. The last video that I will make today will be a sensory art project. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some paint, make homemade paint if you don't have paint in your house or you want to make paint out of something that's edible. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. Bye.